guys, so we're just grateful that you're here, and we're very, very excited about what we're getting ready to launch. I'm going to go ahead and bring in David and Mohammed. We've got just some of the updates that we want to share with everybody right now. So, David, come on in, brother, if you can. I see you're muted.
Hey, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. We still got people coming in the room. We're at almost 130 people. It's an exciting day because we're making progress. We are making moves towards a full-scale launch today. If you guys have been into your back office, you've seen some of the updates in the back office. We'll go through some of that while you guys are on the call with us today. I know you probably have some questions about some of the things that you've seen in the back office. We'll cover those questions, and we'll address whatever it is that you want to talk about while we're on the call today. A lot of things happening. I think the most important thing that you guys should be aware of is our launch schedule. Probably two things. First thing that I want everybody to do is follow our Telegram channel for announcements and updates. Breezy or Peter, if you guys could drop that link. What we've done is obviously we've got a Telegram channel where you can have conversations with us. What we did was we have a Telegram group where you can have conversations. We created a Telegram channel so that you can keep up with updates and announcements, and there's no conversation. So it's none of the noise of the group, just important updates and announcements. So definitely, please follow that. We'll be making regular announcements over the next couple of days, over the next few weeks, in fact, as we continue to scale up and launch. So the first thing I think is important to understand and to ask of everybody on the call is your patience with us. We are a startup company in the beginnings of a full-scale launch. And we're really happy with where we are in terms of our product. Our core product is absolutely amazing, no issues whatsoever. We're dealing with all of the things on the peripherals. And so as we go through this launch phase, we anticipate that we're going to identify some things that need attention, improvement, and we ask you guys to be patient with that process. We're open to your feedback, but do so in a loving way and patient way, and we'll certainly take all of that feedback. Doesn't have to be loving, but it would be nice. We got tough skin. All right, so let's talk about where do you want to start? Where should we start, Coach?
Well, I think let me start here because we promised everyone that we'll be transparent to everyone. Whatever issue that we have, whatever technical problem glitch that we are so transparent, but we're on top of it. Right now, there is one issue that's happening with the payments. We know that there are many people, I can see, that started paying partially or paying for the full package to be able to upgrade their package. Right now, how the system is working, I'm just being open and transparent here. The system is working like when you have to choose a number, like if you want to pay $1,000, for example, it displays to you that you have to pay this much, and this much is including the fees and including everything. For example, if you want to pay 1,000, it will show you 1,007 point something point XX. So if you pay lesser than this amount, then obviously the amount that we're going to receive is going to be lesser. So your transaction will be on pending forever. Not forever, obviously, we're going to solve it, but this is the system is programmed this way. If you are paying lesser amount than what you're supposed to, because you missed to see that number or you didn't pay the full amount for any reason, the amount will keep on showing pending. We have to do it manually here. We have to see how much the amount we receive, if it's matching, if it's okay. Then we push it manually and you get the amount in your back office, and you can upgrade or keep the money there. Whatever you want. However, we're working with the developers right now to make it in a more simpler way. Just you pay the amount, and whatever amount you pay minus the fees get showed to you in your back office. So this is the way moving forward. And right now, I've already asked the developers to stop the payment for the moment until we get that resolved. Then we put it again tomorrow, hopefully within the day. So that no one will get into this kind of mess that they pay amount and they don't see anything, including the coach. Actually, he's on the same situation.
Coach, yeah, I was going to say, including yours truly here, because I did that. And I've been refreshing it to see if it's come through yet.
Yeah, right now, just after this call, we're going to look at the transactions one by one. Luckily, we don't have much. Well, it's, I think, more than 100 transactions already. On a pending situation. So we'll go through them one by one. We do them manually. So after this call by, I don't think more than 1 hour, everything is going to be back, or everyone's going to see the money that they paid in their back office, so they can upgrade or keep the money in the back office or whatever they want to do with that. So just keep patient with us. This is the only problem that we have at the moment. We're working on it. And right now, no one can pay until we get this resolved, so that we save time of people. They don't have to wait for the money to come, and we don't have to do it manually. Everything is going to be in autopilot. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Now, Mohammed, how we were supposed to roll this out was national directors. We're going to come in first. Our VIP members, we've said from the very beginning, guys, VIP gets to be in the front of the line. So that's part of the VIP package. It's been talked about from the very beginning. But we're not doing that on purpose. We're doing it out of necessity right now, because in order to roll this out properly, we have to limit how many people are coming in, at a certain block of people, just so we can make sure everything's working properly. And guess what? Today I was like one of the first people to purchase the VIP package, and I didn't put enough in there. I thought I had.
No, of course, no.
So,
you're not the first one. I'm the first one. I just upgraded now my account. You're not the first one.
Darn it! I thought I was the first. You could tell I'm a little competitive. So yeah, but
I did too.
Awesome.
Oh, Said also
You did too, Said?
Yeah,
Awesome.
just to talk about the scaling up, coach, just to make it clear to everyone.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now we open the gate for everyone to be able to upgrade. However, the people who can start trading by tomorrow, after the counter comes to zero, they can start trading 2 coins, right? 2 coins. Only the country leaders, the one that we got their names and we put them in, they will start trading 2 coins for a period of a week.
Well, they'll start trading 2 coins.
Yeah.
If they upgrade to VIP, they'll be able to
5
do 5
coins.
coins.
Yeah, exactly. So the country leaders only at the beginning, because they have to be the ones in the middle in the beginning. If there's any problem, happens to them, not happens to everyone else. So there's no problem, obviously, from the core of the product. I have been trading with it for the last 3 months. So it's fine, perfectly fine. There are no problems, all good. And we have added actually now the auto compounding. We have added the one-click strategy is already there in the back office. So by tomorrow, the country leaders will start feeling this. They will start trading with 2 coins or 5 coins, depending on their level of subscription. Then after that, by a couple of days, we're going to open the chance for the VIP members to start trading with 5 coins, and then we scale up as we go. Then after a week, then we're going to open the gate for the advanced packages to start trading. Until the 30th of this month, then the free members can also start trading. So we want to scale gradually so that we have a control. We make sure that everything is working perfectly. We don't have any problems. We don't have any issues with the system before we go the full scale.
Now, on that note, guys, I know there's people that are concerned about will they be able to make it into the Founders Club. So, guys, it's up to you if you're working your way there through commissions earned. That's fine. I'm not sure how quickly this is going to fill up. It's 1,000 people that are VIP members, and then 12,000 people minimum that are advanced. So if you do the numbers, that's what it comes out to. Right now, we do have over 13,000 people, I believe, that are part of EazyBot. I think we surpassed 13,000 today. So we don't know how quickly this is going to fill up. We just know that if you want to be a part of the Founders Club, I believe that $1,000 would be well spent. And we want to honor people that help us at the very beginning. So just make sure you get your teams on, make sure that you're a VIP member. And so there you go.
Yeah, one more thing on the note of the Founders Club issue, because I started also receiving messages from people in some countries that they cannot trade Coinbase or Binance. So they need another exchange to be able to be trading, which is one of the requirements to become a Founder Club for you and for your team as well. Well, if we want to have all the exchanges in, then we have to delay for 2-3 months, which we don't want to do. So we have to live with a Coinbase Pro and Binance. Like a week from now, we should be also good to go with a Coinbase as well. Right now, we have the Binance. In a week from now, I'm trading at the back end with Coinbase. Already started 2 days back, but we're testing. I just want to make sure that it works perfectly and there are no issues. So everyone to trade with that. So. We cannot get all exchanges. This is a fact. I mean, we have to live with. I mean, we cannot have an additional exchange before we launch. We have to launch. We have to start moving on, and then we add gradually. In terms of the Founders Club, yeah, unfortunately, this is the situation right now. We have specific exchanges that people have to find the way around to be able to get an account and start trading, and their team also has to qualify to put this criteria in and be able to be part of the Founders Club. Actually, we have been discussing previously of maybe eliminating the requirements of trading, but that moves us away from the core business that we are doing. We're here to help people to trade, to give a product that helps people to trade their crypto. So if people are just paying to buy the package to be part of the Founder Club, that doesn't serve the purpose of the company. You're not getting like real customers, or you're not a real customer. You're just paying the money to be Founder Club, and your downlines also are just paying maybe just to be Founders Club, which we don't want to happen. We are selling a product. We're selling a software, and want to start using the software and to have the good experience with the software. Then they start marketing for it once they feel like the confidence with the product, so that they can sell it.
And we're very confident that that's exactly what's going to happen, guys. This thing's going to go viral because everybody's going to love what this product does. And I've said it from the beginning, because I've watched what Mohammed has already done in the development of this, and how this all came together. This product will be able to set people free financially. I've always looked for something that was legitimate, that could help people become financially free without recruiting. And we have it right now, guys. I think this is what the world is looking for, and we're excited to be able to offer it to them. And you know, as you get to know us in the community, we're one of the first things that we're going to lead with is education, and we'll lead with how this product can do that without recruiting. But because of that, it's going to go viral. It already is. We haven't even opened yet, but the people that walked this journey to this point right now have also seen what Mohammed has done with the previous bot we were working with that was customizable to a certain extent. And that confidence in his ability, his mathematical genius, it's what it is. Man, look where we're at, over 13,000 people in less than 3 weeks, about 2.5 weeks, guys. Unbelievable.
Hey, Coach,
So-
it's Peter. Quick question, guys.
Peter.
I know that today's very hectic. So tomorrow you're going to reopen the package sales, correct, Mohammed?
Yes. Tonight we
So-
just keep it off until
Okay.
tomorrow. We're going to be discussing with the developers to find a way around the payment issue, that if people paid less than what they were supposed to be, nothing is going to be shown in the back office until we do it manually. So we're trying to find a way to get it done manually, so that people don't have to wait for half an hour or 1 hour to get it done manually from our side. So this is what we'll try our best to get it done by tomorrow itself. But until it's done, we're not going to open the payment one more time. But whoever have got
Okay.
the
So when
payment done, they will see the payment in the back office, and they can already buy the package if they want to.
Okay, so when the payment is open in the next few days or whenever you want to do that, what package can they buy? Only the VIP at the beginning? Is that correct?
Yeah, for now only the VIP until 23rd, right?
We're aiming for the 23rd. Yeah.
Okay,
We're
so
open for the advance as well.
okay, so all the VIP packages will be purchased, but they won't be able to trade as of yet. Right?
Yes,
Right?
not
Only
now. Not
the
now yet.
country leaders will be trading. Right.
Only country leaders for
Okay,
now will
good.
be there for a couple of days until everything is fine. Then we're going to open for the VIP packages to start also trading gradually, starting from 5 coins, and then 10 coins, then all the 20 coins for 21
Okay.
coins.
So that means that when we open up the 250 packages, the advanced packages, that's the day that Founders Club can start qualifying, because that's when everything starts. Correct?
Exactly.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody understands that. Phase 2 will be when we open up the 250 packages available. And that is the day that we can start qualifying for the Founders Club. And then
But
after that, the third phase is all the free accounts.
Peter, also, it's possible that some people start getting qualified before that, because their downlines are also VIP members and they started trading. Right. So they qualify to the criteria.
All right. Okay. So if you are a VIP member and every single person purchased the VIP package and starts trading, then you can qualify for Founders Club that way as well. That means
Right.
all 13 people in your structure are all VIP members. That's one way of qualifying early.
Correct.
correct?
Hello,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Mohammed.
Okay,
Yes.
so I hope everybody understands that. Hope everybody
Yeah.
understands that.
I
Okay,
just
so
want to
ladies and
clarify.
gentlemen, once we open up the VIP packages, once we open up the VIP package sales, you will gradually be able to start trading as soon as that's ready to go. And then if you have members in your structure, three directly below you, and they're all on VIP packages, and if those three are all below them are all on VIP packages, you can qualify for the Founders Club at this point. But then after that, we'll open up the 250 packages, and then everybody can run like Seabiscuit, as Coach would say.
I think there's a confusion.
Hold your questions. No, please hold your questions so that when we open that up, you'll be first in line there, Professor. But we want to let Mohammed and David share any other information that is pertinent to the entire team right now.
We're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. We
Okay.
just use whatever we have there at the moment, so we can receive questions
Okay.
only.
So can we just recap real quick what the rollout it looks like? Right now, it's national directors. Then on the 23rd, it's going to be VIP members. Then on the 30th, advanced. Is that correct? And after that, the free members are going to be rolling in.
Yeah, let me share I'll share the launch announcement that we published. Give me 1 second here.
No,
And
Coach.
you can find this, guys, in the EazyBot Telegram room, EazyBot announcements.
All right, let's go through this real quick. So we are launching phase one. Phase one is going to include our national directors. We're doing that so that the entire objective here is that we're doing a scale launch so that we can identify and address. We know that we're going to come across some challenges and some issues. We're a startup company, we're a tech company with a piece of software, very advanced piece of software, a lot of layers of additional things that plug into that, commissions and so forth. And so it gives us an opportunity to test and scale all of that and make sure that we do it in a way that we can provide a quality experience for all of our members. So we're going to start with just our national directors, starting with these individuals because they're responsible for supporting their countries, supporting teams. And so we want to make sure that they're equipped. These guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, are also responsible for doing support calls in their regions and in their countries. And so when you have questions, they're the people that you would want to go to in your country. So they're going to do the first phase one with us. We begin that tomorrow morning. I think it's about noon our time here in Dubai. We'll start live trading. We'll do a session with them and do some live training. We may do a special call tomorrow. In fact, let's just go ahead and agree that we'll figure out a time, but we'll do a special call tomorrow since we are going through that, and we'll review some of the traders that have opened up live accounts. So that phase one is going to run beginning tomorrow through next week. Our estimate is for the 23rd of next week to go into phase two. What happens in phase two is we will open up for our VIP members to start trading. Now, if you're a VIP member, you don't have to, if you're upgraded to a VIP, you'll be able to start trading next week. We're going to limit the amount of coins that you can trade through this entire launch phase period. The maximum number of coins you'll be able to trade as a VIP for now will be 5 coins. Again, we're doing this so that we have a controlled scale and we can appropriately handle all of the demands on the system and so forth. So next week, we're going to focus, our priority will be on allowing VIP members to get started. But right behind that, we want to provide access for our advanced members. So we're going to tackle, ideally, we're going to tackle both VIP and advanced members going into and out of next week, and then going on, and then our target for phase 3 is the 30th. So we want to start our complete full-scale launch on the 30th of March, and on the 30th of March is when we'll open up for everybody to be able to start trading. That's our free members who are not paying for an upgraded package. So what that means is that starting next week, we'll open up for the qualifications for Founders Club. I know that's important to a lot of you guys. It's important to us, but even more important than that is that the experience that everybody's having is a quality experience. Guys, if this all breaks in the process of our launch, then Founders Club doesn't matter, right? We've got to make sure that we've got a solid product. That's a check. Mohammed's been testing and improving upon it for months. So we're happy with that. We want to make sure that we have a solid experience. We're confident in the experience. We'll show you the inside of the bot. If you guys have logged into your account today, you've seen some new features. We'll touch on that a little bit. We're very, very happy and very proud of the way the bot looks and functions and works. Some of the things that will get dialed in here in the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months is our user experience. Some of those things are just, we think it's going to work one way, and then in the real world, it works a different way. And so your feedback is important to us. We'll learn a lot in the next couple of weeks. And so we're asking for your patience as we learn something and we implement a fix to it. Recognize that it's going into a queue. We've got to prioritize those things. Something that might be very important to you may not be as important as some of the other things in the queue, but we'll deal with all the things that really, really matter to us building a quality experience for all of our members. And that includes every one of you guys who are on the call. So here's to recap. We start live trading tomorrow. Countdown hit 0. We will have live accounts actually trading with our national directors.
National directors. Yep.
National directors.
Yep.
VIP and advanced members will begin next week, and our free members will close off the full-scale launch with us on the 30th. A lot of you guys are asking questions about, will there be tutorials? Will there be guides? Will we have some help in getting our bot connected and started? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. We will have answers, those guides, all of those things for you. Part of what we've done, again, Mohammed's really, really big on transparency. And so is Coach, maybe sometimes a little too much. So in the spirit of transparency, we've been working really up until today even on layering in user interface pieces. The way the bot looks and feels and the experience that the user has. We're still dialing in those final pieces. So what the work that's happening isn't in the functionality of the bot itself, but it's in the experience that you guys have when you log into your office and when you're interacting with the bot and some of those other things that we're layering on top of it. So, part of the reason, and I've said this a couple of times, but we got a lot of folks on the call with us today. So welcome to those of you who haven't been on the call with us. Part of the reason that you haven't seen guides published yet is that we are producing a guide that looks and feels like the experience that you're going to have when you're actually using the bot. And so since we're still finalizing some of that, we haven't published those guides yet. However, just so you guys understand what we will have available for you in terms of support, I think it's important to understand. Let me stop sharing for a second here. So let's talk about what you can expect in terms of support, because one of the defining features of EazyBot is obviously we're super proud about the product, but the other thing that you guys can count on in EazyBot when you use it for yourself and when you become a subscriber and when you share it with others is that you're not just getting a piece of software, but you are getting a relationship with a company that genuinely cares about you and will demonstrate that in the way that we provide support. So there's a couple of different ways that you will be able to access support. Peter and Breezy are heading that up. Peter is our Chief Support Officer. Breezy is our Director of Support, and they will oversee exactly how we outline and roll out support for you guys. I mentioned just a moment ago that we have country leaders or national directors. You'll hear those two terminologies used interchangeably. They're the same. That's the group of individuals that are designated to support regions and countries, nations. They will provide support calls where you can dial into their calls. If you have technical-based questions, they're there to help you. We will have a knowledge base that's published that will answer frequently asked questions. So as you guys continue to ask questions, we are documenting those questions. We're putting them into a knowledge base. You'll be able to access that knowledge base to find answers without having to ask anybody. That'll be available to you. We will have getting started steps. They will actually be published in a couple of different places. You'll find it in that support platform, in that knowledge base. We have a separate application that's coming just after or as we're going through this launch. We are also finalizing our marketing app. That's an app that you can download. It'll be in your phone, and it will have an amazing amount of resources for you. All of the getting started steps will be in that app for you as well. So you'll have access to it right in your phone, as well as in the knowledge base. All of our tutorials, our pre-recorded calls, all of that will be there. So there's a lot of resources that you haven't seen yet. We've been working on finalizing the bot and its platform, but also all of these supporting tools so that, again, it's an amazing experience that you're having as a user and as a business builder. So yes is the answer to a lot of the questions that you guys have. It's coming, even if you haven't seen it yet. We will start publishing at a really rapid pace over the next couple of weeks as we go into the full-scale launch.
And the other side of that too is all the announcements will be in there as well. All of the announcements. Right now we've got it kind of in a couple of different Telegram rooms. People have WhatsApp. Some people have Facebook groups, but the official announcements will all be in this platform, guys. So you don't have to go to all these different groups to find out, what is the correct information. Another thing too, guys, from what Mohammed just said, the Coinbase is going to be up in a few days, and it should be up by the time of the 23rd when we start bringing in, because we had people that are concerned, well, we're in the US and we've got a huge market in the US right now, guys, and we're fully aware. It's why we made a decision early on that Coinbase Pro would be one of our first exchanges. And the reason why Coinbase Pro, and I know some people don't like Coinbase Pro, but the reason why is because it is accepted in all 50 states. Kraken is not. And so we wanted to offer something that was available in all 50 states, whether you like that exchange or not. That's what we're starting with. We will be adding more though. We're just, we're in a position right now. We've got to make decisions that are best for everybody. So awesome. You want to answer some questions?
Yeah, we're going to come back and talk about, and you guys, we'll take questions here in just a moment. For those of you who joined the call a little bit later than our starting, we had payments open, or the availability for you guys to make payments, add funds to your wallet, and upgrade to a VIP package. We have temporarily turned that off so that we can get that process dialed in. Our dev team got a little bit ahead of ourselves in publishing that. So that's been turned off. We'll get that dialed in, and the user again, it's not whether or not it's functions. It's a lot of times it's what's the user experience. Is it what we expect it to be? Is it what you expect it to be? Do those two things marry together in a way that's seamless and easy for everybody to use? So we'll get that dialed in. Look for that to get turned back on as early as tomorrow. Again, you don't have to worry about upgrading. Certainly, we're happy to take all of those of you guys who are excited and enthusiastic. We want you to upgrade. But I don't want you to feel any sense of fear that is a part of your experience. Just let it go. We're okay. There's nothing that's going to happen in the next 48 hours or 72 hours that's going to cost you a spot on Founders Club. Founders Club really doesn't even take off for at least another week. So you have a little time. Certainly want you to get to the front of the line, get upgraded as quickly as you can, get familiar with that process so you can help your other people that are coming along with you. But please don't allow yourself to get bound up in fear and anxiety. That's not going to help you. We'll continue to publish updates and announcements. That will help you. All right, so why don't we take some questions? Professor Maxwell, you've been very patient with us. Why don't you come on in?
Thank you, Charles. I've been patient from the February 24th when we had to stay for 2 hours for that call, remember, in Dubai. So yes, some of us have been with you from the beginning. It's awesome to hear all of you say all these things because it seems we are working with people who are very transparent. Now, I was a little bit confused because of what Anthony was saying and what you guys clarified with regards to the VIP and the advance. It's obvious that for you to be qualified as a founder, you have to have a combination of not just only VIPs, but also advanced folks. So it's good that you clarified that the VIPs and the advanced can come together at the same time, which is very important. Because if you separate them and say only the VIPs should come first, then all the things you've written in your system on your website is going to be undermined. So I like the clarification because Anthony keeps saying, no, we have to bring VIPs first before the advanced folks. So that's one clarification I was very happy that was made. The second one for me that has been a problem for me is that I cannot access my downliners to encourage them. Their emails are blocked. I have about almost 80 people in my downline, about 67, almost 70 people in my first line. I can't contact all of them, except the ones that I know personally. So we're thinking that why can't you open it up so that at least we can encourage them, and so that we can, because we are already launching, but yet we cannot have access to them. So I don't know whether this is a compliance issue that you guys are working around or what. So please clarify that so that we can also encourage our downlines that we are all building. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, Professor, let me just answer this. Just the second question regarding the showing the details of the downlines. Actually, I'm also a networker, so I also discussed this with the lawyer because we are officially registered company here in Dubai, so we have to follow the rules. We have to make sure that we are in compliance with everything. So one of the things that came up is that there is a privacy policy that we're asking people to sign on, and the privacy policy, as per the rules here in UAE in Dubai, is that we should not show the details of the customers to other people, and that's the reason. Maybe only that's why for the first line only we'll show you the name of the people because we already know them directly. So there is no kind of privacy issue here, only the names, but we cannot show the emails or the telephone numbers or get any other of their personal information exposed. But in terms of encouraging the team now, David and the marketing team are working on a full marketing team that the company is going to do that on your behalf. So once we have a customer registered, if they are free, they keep on getting emails, they keep on getting reminders, they get even a notification on the mobile app that we're going to have. It's going to be like a push notification. So this is easiest way to reach to the customers, and we show them what are the benefits, what are the things, videos that they can watch, and then get to learn more about the EazyBot, and that encourage them to upgrade and to go to the next level of starting trading, which obviously is going to benefit you as an affiliate, as someone who brought them in. But the company is taking that burden on the company, not on you. We want you to focus on bringing more leads to the company, and the marketing system is going to do the works of selling for you. So yeah, it's basically the compliance issue. That's why we don't want to show the emails and the numbers of the people. Even the names actually were just a bit of skeptical on showing the names, but we just managed it for the first layers or level 1 because we invited them directly. So we propose that you already know them. Assumption. Maybe it's not the case for the people who are doing online marketing because they're just putting the link and making payments maybe or on the YouTube channels for some of the people. But it's still that's layer 1. We keep the names only. We don't keep the emails and we don't keep the telephone numbers.
And thank you for the clarification. I appreciate it.
Right now, they're seeing the names on all their generations. That's going to change.
Yeah, that's going to change, yes. So right now, you guys are saying all the generations, the names, so that's going to change. It will be just a number. But also to give more visibility, what we're going to have is once you go, for example, for level 2, you will see the IDs only, the ID of the person. I mean the one that comes after the affiliate link, the ID. And then you will see this person, how many people he have directly, and how many people do they have in the total 20 generations. So you know who's working, and maybe you can dig down, looking at your downlines and speak to them and try to find that superstar to start working with and encouraging. But more than this, unfortunately, due to the compliance issue, we cannot give the information.
All right. Next up, Reverend Dr. Jose Velez. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi there. Can you hear me okay?
Sure can. How are you doing today?
Okay, great. Just wanted to thank Mohammed and David. You guys did a great job just explaining everything on there. I had really like 2 questions. So I noticed in phase 2, we have the VIP and also the advanced packages. So is it going to be that we're going to first sign up the VIP packages and then lead into the advanced, or is it going to be done simultaneously?
The reason we're not being really specific about this today is that part of what we're balancing in this scaled approach is the rate at which we're growing. So we're taking this phased approach so that we can manage the demand on all of the resources, both technical and human, in this process. And so as we learn more and more about that demand in the next week, we'll have a better sense of how to approach providing access to VIP and advanced members. It may be a question of how many bots do we let everybody trade. It may be a question of, we have to have some type of gate. We haven't decided on what that gate looks like yet. So best I can tell you at this point is the intention is, because we're aware of how it impacts Founders Club, the intention is that we are providing access to advanced and VIP members. If a decision has to be made where there is a priority given for any reason at all, then it only feels fair that we are going to give priority to VIP members. But at this point, that's not the case. That hasn't been decided. We do want to maintain the integrity of what you guys are working really hard to do in terms of qualifying for Founders Club. But give us a little bit to get more clarity on exactly what that looks like as we go into next week.
Yeah, just sorry to add to what David is saying. Actually, we had this discussion today with the developers in terms of allowing bots to start trading. And right now we're allowing only the country leaders. So we're pushing to have the next phase, having both together, the VIP and advanced, to start simultaneously. Even if we have to compromise the number of bots, maybe we allow only one bot per user, just for the people to start getting qualified for the Founders Club. Because if you have some people who are advanced only, they're not VIP, they're not allowed to trade, then you may be missing out on this opportunity. And the people who are having only VIP packages in their downlines, they are the ones getting qualified. So we want to be fair here, because from day one we said they have to be advanced or VIP in the downlines. So we will do our best. I mean, so far this is the plan, is to allow the VIP and advanced to start trading together, even if we have to allow only one bot, just to be fair to the people and make them get qualified to the Founders Club in the same criteria that we have been communicating since the beginning.
Okay, great. Because that was, I guess, my main concern was I'm targeting to go into the Founders Club. So we already have our people set. I just didn't know how the rollout was going to be. I think one of the concerns we did have originally, which I'm thankful to, Coach Ken and Peter and Mabu, I've asked them several questions about this. Coinbase Pro, I know for some people in the United States, they have USDT in it. For some other regions, USDT does not appear in it. So, I know they mentioned to me that as long as we have USDC, we're okay, right?
Yeah, we will have the USDC. We will not release the Coinbase without the USDC and USDT, both options together.
Okay, perfect. Because then we're set on our end. So it's just a matter of whenever the doors are open, then we're ready to go in, the team.
Perfect. Just make sure that you guys make your accounts ready, because I think it goes through verifications and kind of cycle. So if you start from now, you'll be ready by like 1 week from now on the launching. So just make sure that your people are ready with their accounts verified to be able to trade and get the API connections.
Yeah, all of them right now are funded and they're just ready to go. The three getting three, they're ready to go. So I'm just waiting for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hard work.
Good deal.
Great job, Jose, by the way. You're doing phenomenal.
Great. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Already.
Awesome leader like you. That's why.
Couldn't do it without you, brother. That's the truth.
Amen.
Syed. Not in the office,
Hi.
brother. Come on in.
I'll be there soon. I will
Get
make
lucky.
it. I just wanted to say, Mohammed, why don't we just make it in the package instead of 1,000, make it 1,010, 510. So it will cover the charges as well. Finished. The job is done.
No, well, it's mentioned already in the when you put the amount of $9.95, it tells you that you have to pay this amount, this much, which is basically the problem that we have at the moment. People are paying lesser because they don't see that number. They don't see the fund in their account yet. So this is what we're working on now with the developers, is even if you pay a lesser amount than what's being showed to you, that should reflect in your back office, whatever the amount minus the fees, obviously, show in your office. So you'll know, like, you are short of this much, so you go and top up again and make the amount for purchasing the package.
Mohammed, can you explain the fees, the processing fees, and because a lot of us, like I explained in the text, we've worked with other companies where it was just direct USDT into the account to the company, but we're using a processor. Can you explain why we're using a processor? And the fees are minimal, guys, but there are some fees there.
Sure, I can explain even the details of the fees right now. Right now, we're working with a processor. Processor is a company in between that takes the money, take their fees, and then pay the money to our original wallet. So the wallet that you guys are seeing when you are paying, the address is not our address. So that's good for us as a protection. So the customers are not seeing the actual address where they are sending the money. So because there are some kind of hackers, or people trying to hack the wallet because they know that the wallet of the company maybe has a specific amount of money or maybe big amount of money. They try to make attacks. So we want to avoid this. We want to reduce this kind of risk as much as possible. Plus also this payment processor is also giving us proper records on the transactions in detail. We can see all the details and track all the transactions. We can track it in our system, but that one is more advanced. We don't want to spend more time in getting it done in our system. If we do that in our system, that's going to take a month and month, maybe 3-4 months to get it ready in our system. So that comes with the fees. Why the fees? There are 3 fees applied here in each transaction. The fee number 1 is the normal transaction fees that comes from a wallet to a wallet. The second fee is when they send the money from their wallet to our wallet as a company. And the third fee is their own fees, the fees that they're taking, like their profit of doing all of this transaction for us. So all of this now we're counting like this. There is $2 fixed plus 0.5%. This is how it's calculated.
Okay.
Like, for example, if you want to pay $100, it's going to be, the fees are going to be $2 plus 0.5 is $0.5. So $2.5. And as you scale up or scale down, it's going to be the same thing. $2 are fixed plus 0.5% of the amount that you're transferring.
Awesome. And those are very reasonable fees, guys, for a processor. So for like, I moved about $1,050, and I think the fees were like $7. So, it's that 0.5% on top of the $2. So that makes perfect sense. So, guys, Mohammed, let me just say that's also another great strategy to protect the company from hackers using a third party. Guys, I'd gladly pay those small fees. So, guys, we do have a hard reset with Mohammed and David, myself at 1. We could go over a little bit, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up right now. So it's almost, we got about 9 minutes. We can go a little bit over, but we don't want to go too far over. Sanjeev, can you come in, brother?
Morning, Ken. How are you, sir?
Hey, doing awesome. Thank you.
Excellent. Mohammed, David, I can see the amount of planning that you guys did on.
You muted yourself, Sanjeev. Also, let's keep the questions concise because we only have a few more minutes left so we can get everybody in.
Oh, looks like I got muted for some reason. Okay. My question was really towards Coinbase Pro. Are you seeing any possibility that it might not be released at the same time as Binance for trading?
Okay, the answer to this is that we're not going to really release Binance for trading before Coinbase is ready. Only now, just only for the country leaders right now, because we want them to start experiencing the software, experiencing how it works, because they're going to be the one showing their teams to their countries or the nations and be supporting them. So that's why we wanted them to get the experience right now with what we have, which is the Binance, but Coinbase is coming on the way. I mean, it's almost now. I'm testing it. For the last 2 days, it's working perfectly. We just want to have more testing on that, and then we will release them. But what I can assure you is that we are not going to release the bot for trading for anyone except for the country leaders before we have Coinbase coupled with it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mo. It just creates a natural disadvantage for folks that cannot use Binance, right? So that's all for the qualification Founders Club and so forth. So.
All right. Sandra, come on in. Make sure everybody keeps their questions concise. Sandra, would you like to come in? You have your hand raised. Breezy, what? Oh, here she comes. Hey,
okay,
Sandra.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hi, Coach. A quick question, and I think it's addressed, but I just want to get it clear. So after the country leaders, the other people them who are coming in with the big package, what did you call it? The $9.95 package. if they are set up with Coinbase, they would able to fund their account and able to start trade. Am I correct?
Yes, as soon as Coinbase is available, it should be available by the 23rd when it is next.
Sorry. I repeat that. Sorry, it wasn't Coinbase, Binance. Sorry. So,
Binance,
for example, yeah. So as long as the country leader, then once they came aboard, and the second phase is opening up to the 995 package, as long you have Binance and you can trade, you were able to set up your bot and start trade.
Yes, if you have
And
Binance.com.
What about the people then that are coming in with the 250 package that also has Binance? Would they able to come in earlier
Yes.
than next the 23rd and start trade?
No. And the other thing is the VIP will be able to trade up to 5 coins. The advanced, is it going to be 2 coins for the advanced guys?
So
just for the rollout.
So only the VIP would able to trade now until after the 23rd. Is the other 250 package?
No, it'll be the 23rd. The 23rd, the VIP will be open. Is that correct, David, Mohammed?
Yeah, at 23rd, we're pushing both the VIP and the advanced as well to start trading. Even if we have to compromise the number of coins, but that's fine because we want the people to be. We want to be fair to people to get into the Founders Club.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
No problem.
I just got to say, it's Ben. I've been just trying to clarify that one thing. So tomorrow is national directors, the 23rd is everybody else. Is that accurate?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just been because there's confusion in the chat too. Because it's so guys, everybody, national directors tomorrow, everybody else on the 23rd. I'm out of here. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Breezy, come on in. This is the Queen of Breeze. The Queen of Breeze.
VIP in advance starting on the 23rd and free starting on the 30th. The quick question that was, and if you've mentioned it already, but can you please again tell us why we will not be able to see below our level 1 downline? Because it's a question again asked, can we see, how do we know if our downline is producing our direct?
Okay, I'm going to answer that real quick. Legally, they cannot show in Dubai people's information. First level, you're going to have name only. If that changes, you guys will see that. But deeper than that, what we're going to be doing is placing the amount of people on, let's say on your first level, you'll have a number, how many people that they have brought in. So, or how big their team has grown to. So John Smith has 250 people. You know, Mary Jones has 1,500. So you'll see how big their teams have grown. Then unless you are an online marketer, you'll be able to pick up the phone if you're shoulder to shoulder. If you're an online marketer, I think that's the only challenge we're going to have here with the law in Dubai, unless we can work that out. Would you agree with that, Mohammed? Like online marketers, so that's not going to change.
No, if you're an online marketer, you're enrolling people direct to you. You're not putting people into your downline, right? So all of those people are direct to you. And once we launch the marketing platform, you guys will recognize that there is a solution for you to be able to connect to those people that you've enrolled direct to you. Just from a practical standpoint, though, this question about getting exposure to contact information of your teams in levels below you. I mean, just imagine an organization of hundreds of thousands of people and everybody's contact information is exposed, 20 generations up. It's a disaster just waiting to happen of privacy and so forth. So it's just not practical that we would provide that as a company, we would expose your information to 20 generations of people under the guise of they want to support you. I mean, it's not a good practice. Aside from the legal ramifications, it wouldn't be a good practice.
Yeah, let me give you a small example, Coach Breezy. The small example is like the Telegram groups. Now we are, how many people we have in Telegram? Around 700 people. It's
over 1,000 now.
So imagine we have 1 million people. How many spams are you going to have in your mailbox in that one? So We're already suffering this, so you don't want to open it here also in our company to have people have access to other people information, because you can have some people just registering for EazyBot because they know that they can have access to people information and start marketing something else or take them something else and start spamming people basically. So this is other reason apart from the legal point.
What about though for the first level, our personals that we bring in? Is there a workaround so that people can have their phone numbers or email addresses, or are we just going to keep it names only?
Yeah, that's in the marketing system. We will have access. Even people can send messages in the marketing system to their direct.
Yeah, it depends on how they're accessed. So why don't we put a pin in that conversation, because I know there's some other questions. As we start to roll out our marketing platform, you guys will understand and see its capabilities. We'll do training with the developer of that platform, so you'll get a really good sense of what your capabilities are. I will say this from a standpoint of just, if you're building a team, this is a good question, and I want you, if you're building a team, to think practically about how you can put pieces in place that help you manage your teams. We're going to give you lots and lots of tools, absolutely free, to help you to do that. And if it doesn't meet the needs that are important to you, then you're free to find those solutions on your own. But we're going to give you tons and tons of support along the way. And guys, listen, all the challenges that we are facing today are because you guys are enthusiastic and you're out there, you're working hard, you're hustling, and you're doing that without the best of what's yet to come. We've got incredible tools that's going to help you to go even faster, even harder. So nothing that you believe is an obstacle is an obstacle. It's just going to get better than what it is today. All right, we got a couple more, David. And I know.
Yeah, let me just address one question in the chat. It says for free members, guys, the compensation is exactly the same. They're going to get compensated just as though they were a 995 member. We don't believe in holding commissions back because you couldn't afford to come in at the VIP. Free members get compensated the same way. So if you're a VIP, your sponsor's free, they're going to receive the same 40% commission, the same 20% on the daily software service fees. Kirk, come on in, brother.
Okay, quick question. You guys answered quite a bit of this, but Coinbase Pro, I have it. I've transferred my stuff over. I've swapped it to USDT, and looks to me like from somebody else saying here, it's USDT on there is ERC20. Is that a change you guys are making so we can use it on ERC20, or are we gonna have to swap again to something else in there, like USDC or something?
Okay, the answer to this is that it's under development right now, but what we're looking at is allow both of them, TRC20 and ERC20. Even though ERC20 is of higher fees, the network fees is higher, so we recommend using TRC20. But if there's no way and you're only having the wallet of Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, you have no other option. You have to send it with ERC20. We will have that option available, but obviously with higher fees, because that's the network fees.
And that's what you're working on right now, trying to fix that, because it, right. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Ray, come on in.
Okay, I noticed on my, like I just started last night on the free program, and so I wanted to test my link, my referral link, and when I put it in, all my information showed up instead of a blank form for them to fill in. Is that?
Okay, that's because you are putting it on the same browser where your account is open. If you try another browser, it will show the form of registration.
Okay, so I should be putting the information into Edge and using Chrome?
Yeah, something like that. Then you see the form. Just make sure that you go to Affiliate Center and copy the link from there. Then go to another browser and open it there. It should show you the full form of registration. Because normally when you send the link to someone else, he's not having an account open on that PC. So he would have the form and they would register successfully without problems.
Can I help Ray with that a little bit? Ray, just take your link and send it to your sponsor and let them look at it, because it's opening up on your stuff if it's on your stuff there and you've already signed up. That your link is doing that. So you just need to send it to somebody else, have them look at it. It'll come on, it'll open up as a form.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey guys, that's we've been in for about an hour. Like I said, we have a hard reset. I'm gonna let obviously I'm not letting anything. We're on team here, but David and Mohammed, did you guys want to share anything else before we say goodbye?
We just want to get back to work. That's all we want to say.
Yeah, and guys, so let us do that, and we will circle the wagons tomorrow sometime. We will announce it in the Telegram announcement chat, and it'll go out from there. I'm sure the leaders will pull that and send it to their teams.
Thanks.